I've got an experiment for you. Try going tomorrow and having decaf coffee. That's what I tried yesterday. I had decaf coffee. I had 10 classes in a row. Boom, boom, boom. And with decaf coffee. And oh my, I noticed such a difference. The classes still went well, but I was not as sharp. I felt like I was laboring through them all, and it makes such a big difference having a good cup of joe when your body's used to it. Anyways, that's an experiment for you, or maybe don't do that. It was not a great idea, but it just shows you anyways what the body gets used to and how we do depend on coffee. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I do appreciate it. If you are new around here, please bang on that subscribe button and do like my videos. If you do find them useful, I scour the internet looking for information, bring it back here, source it to the teachers that need to get credit, and come up with some good stuff periodically on my own. So today I want to go into 5 predictions that I will make for VIPKID over the next year. And the reason why I do this is because we are self-employed and we need to be looking around the corner, because we need to adjust. The tides will come in, the tides will go out, or tides will go out, tides will come in, and we need to be ready to adjust. Things change fast, as we can see. And I love just trying to predict what these people will do. They are so smart. The people that run VIPKID are geniuses, and it's fun just trying to think what they will do next and adjusting accordingly. So I'll make 5 predictions, and we will revisit these 5 predictions next April of 2021, and let's see. I may have 0 right, who knows, but let's just wait and see. And as per usual, number 5 will be the most top of mind right now, which is on hiring freeze and whether I think that will take place in the next year or not. So let's get right into it. Number 1. The new pay incentive. So as I've mentioned before, that only needs, or they only need 30 days to give us that notice for existing teachers, and they can put us on to the new pay structure. I will link my video that I've done, which is very important for you to take a look at. The new pay system for dummies, myself included, right up here for you to take a look at. And that really shows in number form what we will be getting paid. So for example, I go into the details of, for me, I'm in around 300 classes per month. I will be getting, instead of me getting 10 right now, which is 8 plus 2, I would be getting 10.20 per class under the new structure. For those teachers that are teaching 100 classes per month, you would be in around 950 if you're used to getting 10 right now. So that's just, take a look at that video, goes into those numbers. I think we are upcoming. We're going to be activated onto that new pay scale soon, and the reason being is because we can see all the teachers that are being hired, and that is when you release that bad boy. You do that when there's a big influx of teachers, because then you can afford, if some teachers leave, which inevitably they will, anytime you change anything, someone's not going to be happy about it. So that's the time to do it. So I think that's upcoming shortly. So I don't know, but I would say in the next year. I'll even go as far as saying within the next 6 months. I think we will all be given that 30 days notice for that and put on to that new structure. So that's prediction number 1. Prediction number 2, and with the 2 theme here, the $2 short-term notice premium that we will get, or that we're getting right now, I think will be gonzo within the next year. And the reason being is because with all the teachers that are there right now, which we see because of the coronavirus and brick and mortar teachers teaching more, you no longer need to give that, because people are going to be desperate for bookings. And therefore, and the way it's sort of taken place recently is we've noticed we're not getting near as many of those anyways, because any of those are getting spread out over a lot more teachers, and therefore we don't have as many in our schedule anymore, those short-term bookings. So for VIPKID, that's a good time to do it when people aren't noticing that they have very many anyways. Just get rid of it altogether. And again, I don't like to see that, but I'm just saying from a business perspective, that's probably what they're going to do within the next 12 months. Number 3, tokens. So I'm saving up just like you for that dyno. I want that dyno in my classroom. I'm saving up my tokens. Not there yet. I think them giving tokens is going to be a thing of the past here in the next year. I think that's just, I can't see why they need to keep putting time, energy, and resources, money into doing that, because I just don't think it's necessary anymore. And again, I don't want them to make that change, but I just think that's the reality of what's going to take place here. And we've seen them sort of give less and less tokens for opening slots, so I think the writing's on the wall there. And let me also just take a little side note. Don't always just blame VIPKid and saying they're making these changes. Yes, they're ultimately making the calls, but the people giving them money, so the investors, in order for them to expand and take money and give opportunities for all of us, the investors are going to have conditions on there. I know I've seen a lot of flack recently, just on the Hutong and whatnot, about, I've heard that they've brought down the referral program for the parents. So I think when parents refer on and get another parent to come on board with their kids, they get like 12 free classes for doing that or something of that nature. And I've heard they've brought that down a lot. And of course, parents aren't very happy about that. But just keep in mind, I read through the investor where they were looking for money, and that was one thing, a big complaint from investors, is that their acquisition costs, their customer acquisition costs were too high. Those referral programs. So it's not just VIPKid making that change arbitrarily. The investors are likely calling some shots there. And again, it's VIPKid's call, but for them to grow and get money and help us all, they need to somewhat go with what the investors have to say. So we can't just always blame VIPKid. That's me taking their back on that one. Number 4, market share. And on this same topic, so not to get too business-like or whatever, but market share. They're going to keep growing and growing and growing. And the competitors are going to get smaller and smaller. And some just aren't going to make it. That's the reality of business. So this is great for VIPKid teachers and students, because as we get bigger and bigger and bigger, the platform keeps getting better and better and better. We keep getting more and more students, and it's just a great experience. It keeps getting better and better as we go along. So I can see VIPKid's market share growing and growing and growing, because what's going to happen here with the new pay structure is it's going to bring in more good teachers to VIPKid. And not only that, it's going to enable them to teach more, or give them the drive to teach more, because they're going to get paid more. The more they teach with VIPKid, the more that they're going to get paid. So VIPKid was very smart in doing that, and with that, I just think that's going to hurt the small companies out there and going to help VIPKid. The last one, on whether they will freeze hiring teachers. I just can't see them ever doing this. I can't. Maybe they will do it periodically. I don't know, but it would be for a short period of time. Their business model here, as I see it, and I could be totally wrong, but their business model is the more teachers, the merrier. And yes, we want as teachers to have as few as possible, to therefore get more and more bookings, but their business model is to grow, and maybe even go into other countries. So to do that, you have to keep the pedal to the metal with hiring teachers, because that's going to help you grow substantially. And yes, I know we can say, well, if their teachers aren't getting enough bookings, then people are going to leave. Yes, they need to find that fine line, or walk that fine line of hiring teachers and also trying to work with the teachers that they have. But as I see their business model, they're going to keep going. I cannot see a hiring freeze anytime soon, because their business model, as I see it, just does not dictate that to me. Anyways, what I would like you to do, tell me, what do you agree with? What don't you agree with the predictions? What predictions are you making? What do you think? And I always state, I want to do this because I want to get ahead of it, and I want to prepare myself for it. So the different things that take place. So please do like my video. Please subscribe and come back. I do videos every few days, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye, everybody.